Innovative.
Welcome. It's your man, Deshaun Showtime Watkins, and welcome to the culture of Comptonmania. On today's special night, we have the Compton Boulevard champion, who was the former Compton Boulevard champion, the longest reigning, MIKEY O'Shea. And right here we have the longest MFM heavyweight champion, Paul London. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the contract has already been signed. All the business has been handled. And September 8th at GEMWORKFEST in El Monte, this will be one of the biggest main events in Comptonmania's history. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We got Paul London. We got MIKEY O'Shea. Now, guys, before I get you guys to talking and going about it, Paul, I really want you to see this video because you wasn't at the last Parks After Dark. But let's hear what MIKEY O'Shea has said to you.
I just officially passed 9 months being the Comptonmania Boulevard champion. I am proud to be your champion for Comptonmania. I'm very thankful to represent this belt. Make no mistake about it. But any wrestling promotion I ever go to, I don't just go for the mid-card belt.
Yes, big man.
I go for the top-tier title.
Let's go, Mikey!
Almost 15 years ago, I had my very first match in professional wrestling.
You're the best.
And there was somebody out in the crowd watching my first match. When he had many other places to go, he came to that show and watched me. His name was Paul London. Former WWE superstar, Paul London. And I made a promise to myself. Before he retires or I retire, I'm making it my mission to finally get my match against Paul London. And I can't think of a better way to do it than in Comptonmania. So I'm here to make the ultimate sacrifice. I'm here to cash in this belt and vacate the 24/7 Boulevard Championship to get my shot at Paul London for the Comptonmania heavyweight title, September 8th. I'm going to have a lot of regrets in this business, but one regret I'm not going to have is a match against Paul London. What do you say?
I say September 8th at the Donkey Bones event. September 8th, the main event will be the element of surprise, MIKEY O'Shea, going up against the MFM, the living legend, Paul London.
Well, there you have it. MIKEY, you made it plain and clear. And before we get to ask you to expound, I have to ask you this, Paul. How do you feel about that? He came with a lot of respect.
Yeah, you can call it that. I mean, you know, looked kind of more like an opportunist would. You know, is it not an opportunity for him? I mean, first of all, thank you. It's pretty cool. I hate to break it to you, but that show, I didn't go to see you. I didn't even know you were there. I mean, it's probably your first match. But you did stand out. I'll tell you that. I knew there was somebody to watch there after that show, you know? So I'm no stranger to you, and I've always actually been a fan of your work. That's a shoot. But when you ask me how I feel about what he said, I mean, it's flattery on the surface. It's icing. The cake itself is an opportunity, right? And that's what you did. You cashed in, as people say, right? A nicer looking title, if you don't mind me saying. I mean, hey, I know this title's been around forever. Okay, I have to dust it off every now and then. Because it just kind of sits on the shelf. But it's, personally, I don't think it's as good looking as the belt you gave up. So I think it was kind of silly. I understand in a stature level, who's above me? Nobody. Right? Okay, so I get that. I wish you would have just put it on the line so there could have been a double belt holder, but I don't run the show. But I will say, I didn't have to be here. Deshaun can even tell you. I was like, he doesn't have the title anymore? Then why am I even doing this match? What's in it for me? Right? Where's my say? But I don't get one. It's all about other people's opportunities. I don't need opportunities handed to me or cashed in. I create my own opportunities, which is why this is what you're going after, right? The bigger paychecks, the nicer cars. Oh, yeah. The nighttime fun.
I mean, call me old-fashioned. I'm more just like when it comes to like cars and all that. I'll just stick with my Toyota. I don't need no Need for Speed, Fast and the Furious type BS car.
No, that's all bullshit too. I agree.
Yeah.
And if people are out there doing street takeovers, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Sorry. Fuck you. So I'm with you. We're not talking about Fast and the Furious cars here, pal. We're just talking about stability, you know, and leaving your mark. I'm not saying we do this for the money. Only an idiot does it for the money. But being the longest reigning MFM Dial Your Station champion, people remember that. Memories last. Money burns. We know that.
Guns and butter.
I'm not sure what that means, but I would think a gun would be more dangerous if it was buttered up. Yeah, slippery.
Money's the butter. Guns are the memory.
Still don't quite get it.
So let me hop in here and ask you a question, Paul. You are the longest reigning MFM champion ever. Like we've never had nobody that's had a tenure like you've had.
Who's surprised by that?
I mean, hey, but you also are looking at the Irish juggernaut over here, who was undefeated, having that Compton Boulevard championship that was defended 24/7, 365. He was undefeated with it. He was so dominant with it where he said, hey, I'm coming after the top dog. In your way, I hear you're talking, but do you fear Mikey O'Shea?
I fear nothing, first of all. And the only juggernaut I acknowledge is Vinnie Jones. So I know you have Irish heritage. My best friend in the whole world since I was 6 years old. He's Irish. I know you got a temper in you, but this isn't a drinking match. Okay?
Damn shame you couldn't be at the new Deadpool movie.
Well, okay, sure. Right, I agree. Okay, I agree. See, we agree on things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate the guy. I like him. I told you. We're in a field full of imitators and cosplayers and wannabes and jerk offs. He's the real deal.
Okay.
I will even go as far as to say, when I think of Mikey O'Shea, he's one guy who has progressed throughout the years. He's evolved throughout the years. He's gotten better throughout the years, right? A lot of people will just fall into their stupid little local shtick and they're like, nah, but, I work once a month and it's like, great, good for you. Like, they carry their belts around town. Like, get out of here. But he's the real deal. And so when I think about him, I think of, kind of a boulder or like a meteor, and it gets cracked open. And there's really something special inside, I really mean that. And so we're going to have a match, and he's obviously a lot bigger than I am, and I know that he's got strength advantage. But that's kind of, his hair's, it's nice. It's nice.
His hair? You complimenting his hair?
Yeah, I can say that. I'm confident in myself where I can say he's got a nice look to him. But he's not the first Viking type guy that I've taken down before.
Wow.
So it's not my first rodeo, pal.
So Mikey, let me ask you this question. I know you have so much respect for Paul. You said he came to your first match. He was sitting in the front row. Is there a possibility that this moment being in front of you, could it be too big for you? Is this a situation where you could be stepping into a ring and you're so enamored you could possibly slip up and mess up because you put it all on the line. You gave up what you had to go after something. How much does it mean to you to be the MFM? I know that's a loaded question. I'm sorry. But the people want to know.
Well, like I said before, if I'm going to wrestle for any wrestling promotion, I want to go after the big title. I want to become the top of the mountain. That's what every wrestler should strive for. And you're right. I love that belt. Make no mistake about it. If you told me ahead of time, I wouldn't never even need to cash it in. We could have done a belt for belt exchange. But, and I know you went to that show not specifically to watch me, but I knew I stand out because you actually sat there and watched me wrestle my first ever wrestling match. Most of the other time, you were over in the corner playing Dig Dug.
It's a good game.
What is Dig Dug?
It's an old game.
Yeah.
They had, the American Legion Hall had an arcade machine of Dig Dug, and he was playing it.
So no one's pulling out their duck, right?
There's no ducks. It's like a digging game.
Oh.
You're an excavationist.
Yes.
And you're trying to dig for treasures. And
while blow people up, actually.
You blow people, yeah. You're also.
It's actually one of the most first ever gory, cartoonish video games of all time.
Okay, I'm out of my league here.
Yeah, it's up there with Burger Time in terms of suspense, too.
Oh, Atari.
Yeah.
And yes, I cashed it in for an opportunity to go after the MFM heavyweight title. But because I thought it was so special for you to be there from the very beginning of my career, I made it an oath to myself before I called a career or before you called a career, I want you in that ring and I want to wrestle you. Not just that, but to prove to myself that I have what it takes to go up against somebody like you. And you said it isn't your first rodeo? Brother, it's not even my first rodeo. I've wrestled a lot of big names. L.A. Knight, Adam Pearce, Karrion Kross, Brian Cage, Scorpio Sky, T.J. Perkins, Willie Mack, Chris Bay, I almost said Matt Morgan. That's not correct. Matt Stryker. And that's all only from the top of my head. I wrestled a lot of people that have been down that road just like you. I go to every match like it's WrestleMania. I don't care who I face. I'm not going to underestimate them. And I sure as hell hope you don't underestimate me. Because if you underestimate me, you're in for a rude awakening.
Element of surprise.
He took my line.
Yeah, I think that's what you wanted
that
to
son
say,
of
right?
he took my line. He got me there.
I know all about surprises, man. I know all about surprises. I dish them out all the time. I'm like the surpriser guy. And you got something coming for you. A real surprise.
I look forward to it.
Big surprise.
I look forward to it 13
Yeah.
days from now.
It's going to be fun. No, I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be fun. Just another chance to prove. Doesn't matter how big you are, how strong you are, how crazy you are, how big of a following you have on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
It has, you know, none of that matters at the end of the day when you're either tapping out or you're seeing the lights. I'm sure you've seen the lights more than not. I kind of have too sometimes to some of those guys you mentioned. But I beat some of them as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
may the best man win, myself. This will be fun.
Wow.
This will be fun. This will be fun.
Nice. So September 8th, ladies and gentlemen, it is going down. You want to get your tickets, you can get it on Eventbrite or you can get it at the door. Now, fellas, now Paul, this is something. You've been here for like a year. You've been here. Mikey O'Shea was there when we were in the backyard before we even get into where we going and in GEMWORKFEST. But here's the thing with Mikey. The fans love him. As you can hear, they're chanting, Mikey, Mikey, you're the best. You're the best. I mean, he had signs that they came that says Wreck 'em Mikey on it.
That was crazy.
That right
They
there.
actually drew my T-shirt that I made 10 years ago. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
from a game too. Wreck-It Ralph, like he shows up in a game.
Well, yeah.
I just played it.
But they
I
drew
can't-
my parody design.
Oh, interesting.
Shout out to Oscar, man, the OG 1989. So Paul, now listen. Of course, the fans aren't too fond of you or the glass ceiling. I know everyone is questioning: are you going to have the glass ceiling in your corner? You have like a lot of your wins. They're epic, but you've done it with a lot of help. Do you think you can beat Mikey without the help?
Yeah, of course. I know I can. They just come out. They're kind of like emotional support dogs,
Okay.
or emotional support animals, or what, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I should get them some vests, but you know, those jackets are whatever. You know, but if Aaron Glass wasn't out there, then he wouldn't be, you know, earning his 5%. And
True.
if, you know, CTE isn't out there, then that's like him skipping class, you know, when he should be front and center, you know, learning and seeing how it's done, especially against someone of similar size. That's why I'm not taking him lightly by any means. I'm not.
That guy's a big mother trucker.
He is a big mother trucker.
I expect nothing less from you.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. There are matches that I look forward to, and there are matches that I, you know, forget about ahead of time. I'm like, oh yeah, I have that. Oh really? I'm working this weekend. But this is one that, you know, I've been looking forward to for a while, and a little less now because that beautiful title's no longer up for grabs. I think you relinquished it. And don't think I didn't pay attention. Rob Fury, right?
Yeah, he's our new Compton Boulevard
paper champion, right? Paper
champion. Wow.
Yep, paper champion.
Well, then he's got to be an easy competitor for you to face after I take that title from you.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably pretty easy.
You're going to agree with
think.
that?
Do you really think his last name is Fury? What a dork.
Oh, wow.
Right? Reads too many comic books.
All right, Mikey, I got a
I
question.
know Mikey O'Shea. That's a real name.
Okay.
Right? Probably the name of a bar somewhere in Boston. Right?
There's actually one in San Francisco.
There you go.
I know this because everyone that goes to San Francisco texts me a picture of that bar.
There you go.
Okay.
There's a Paul's Bar in Taos, New Mexico. So what's up? Right? I'd rather live in Taos than San Francisco. Okay?
I can agree with that.
Hilly dump.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
Mikey,
agree. T-Baron's pretty nice.
for sure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question on the flip side. Everyone that came against Paul, he has every trick up the sleeve.
Oh, God, what tricks?
Like I mean, he
Experience.
He has the squad.
I can't
on-
help it that I'm as seasoned and experienced as I am. What do you want me to just not try?
I mean, I'm not even saying that, but Mikey, are you prepared? Are you prepared to not just go in on it on it's just you versus you? Gotta have to deal with Paul and everything that comes with it. Are you prepared to deal with all of the nonsense?
What the hell is that?
It's a stress reliever.
Okay, well, he's stressed out. See, that's red
that right
flag
there? That just surprised you. And that is the strongest element that Mikey O'Shea has had since 2022.
Nice.
And that's something that's going to make you wish you never met.
Ooh.
Elements of surprise. And I'm saying it this quietly because I don't want to hurt my opponent's ears before we have our match.
Oh, come on. Okay, but I will say, touche, O'Shea. Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
I mean, he was squeezing that thing.
He was squeezing it.
It needs oil.
That's the sign of a violent person.
And look at his stare. He's staring. He
know.
hasn't took his
That's
eyes
why I'm not
off
looking
of you.
at him. But you know, if you wanna stare and glare, right? I mean, seriously, then that's similar to like if a stranger were to stare at you in the street or in a park. And I want the kids out there to understand that if that ever happens to you, if a man ever comes up to you and he says, "Hey, I know Michael Jordan, he's right around the corner. Let's go hang out with him, right? And shoot some hoops."
Okay.
Say no. Any stranger, say no. Stranger danger, right? If I saw this guy on a running trail somewhere, I'd be like, "Oh my God, he just got done like eating the body or like
Oh, wow.
hiding it or something, you know, or he strung it up in the tree like Predator." What you got to do is you want to find an authority figure.
Okay.
And so I actually brought a friend of mine with me.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. When you say your tricks, I'm on the straight and narrow. I don't need tricks to beat anybody.
Okay.
I don't need a faction or a glass ceiling, right? I shoot up, man. You think I can hang out in a glass house for too long? No, I got to step outside, get some sunshine, and shoot my shot.
Okay. Pow.
Pow, pow.
Two
right?
pows.
But what you don't want to do is pow, pow illegally. Right? And so I brought a friend of mine from the local Pow Pow Police Department.
What?
That's right. Hello. My name is Officer Damson. I'm looking at you and I'm looking at you. Because that right there is a sign of a serial killer, son. We've seen your type before. You got the eyes, you got the surprise.
The mouth is not moving.
It's because I'm telepathically sending you what I'm thinking. I want you and only you and everyone else who can listen to this to know what I'm thinking. But if you really want me to talk, I will talk like this. Or I can talk like this. See, I'm the element of surprise you don't know about. I'm the real element of surprise.
Your nose is falling off.
Which is surprising you, isn't it? What's to say it's not a fake nose? Who knows?
Wow.
That's the true element of surprise. Who knows where it goes? That's enough. I don't think you're that over.
Wow. So, Mikey,
You know, the second time I ever met him, he was dressed up in an astronaut outfit, so I expect nothing less.
Paul, he's not.
That astronaut suit was stolen from a locker room in San Diego at some prick's show. Some piece of shit. But I'm watching you, and I'm watching you as well, and you as well, Cam. Don't think I haven't seen your poster on the wall. But you... That was during Paul's bigger days when he was a little more corpulent. He ate a lot more. But you fit that NASA suit pretty... Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Stupid pig.
How do you do your friend? Like, you just discard him like that?
He's not my friend.
You see, that's a perfect example
I'm on
of
probation.
that Seal song, We're Never Going to Survive Unless We Get a Little Crazy.
Oh, wow.
You have to be a little crazy in professional wrestling to
That's
survive.
right. You want to get
I
nuts.
see.
Let's get nuts.
I see. Now September 8th is all on the line.
Yeah. It's a Sunday, the Lord's Day.
It is. It's yes.
Whichever Lord you want it to be.
After church.
Hey.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So make sure you go to
CG.
church and thank the Lord that you're going to have an awesome wrestling show afterwards.
Right. Thank whoever you want. Anything you pray to, that's okay. Even if you just pray in the mirror.
And matter of fact, we can even go there, Paul. You had beef against Reverend Thunderbird too. You called him a charlatan. You talked
What
about
church does he belong to?
I have no clue.
Exactly.
But
Where does that money go that these fools put in his phony little plate, his coal mining plate?
Kenneth Copeland.
oh my goodness, no.
What is that? I don't even
Absolutely
know.
The
not.
man that blows the wind of God on you.
He blows the wind of God.
Good.
Blows
It's hot in
the
here.
wind of God.
Please tell him to blow harder
Oh God.
and puck it like do the so the
Pause.
wind's cooler because it's hot in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, September 8th, we're having church at the GEMWORKFEST. Listen, you want to be there. This is the main event. The element of surprise, Mikey O'Shea going up against the living legend, the MFM, the heavyweight champion, Paul London. The
legend of surprise.
Wow. That
You
is
take a look at that face and you don't tell me that is the hand of God right there.
Oh, man. These guys' personalities are
I got him
similar.
on my side. All the people you got on your side, blasphemy.
It's like a spirit Halloween mask. What was that?
Kenneth Copeland.
Hey,
I don't know. What
hey,
that
he's
is.
93 years old. You leave him alone.
Okay, wonderful. I just interviewed a 98-year-old pro wrestling legendary commentator. So I'll take him. Check out Territory Marks on YouTube.
Check out Territory Marks.
I'll take him over Kenny Copeland. Put
Private
your money in
jet.
my tray. I don't give a shit, man. Now you're simping over bullshit material, right? Toyota doesn't make a jet. Not that I know of. So take your jet and go to Kenny's house and hang out in his little jacuzzi, right? Because me and all the po-po are watching you, pal. I'm not talking about the local po-po. I'm talking about the people who make po' boy sandwiches that are awesome, right? Because we're going to have a crawfish surprise.
I'm going to take Kenneth Copeland's private jet and go to Louisiana and get me some po sandwiches at the carousel.
Why? I'm bringing them. I just said I was bringing them.
I don't trust you. He's going to put laxative in them.
Oh,
Laxatives.
man. That would kill everything. Well,
Weak.
so, ladies and gentlemen,
I feel like
you
rat
want to come
poison.
to church, GEMWORKFEST. Listen, it's about to be off the chain. These are one of the last shows we're going to do of the year. So listen, you want to get your tickets, you can get it at the door or you can get it on Eventbrite. It is a name your price. Name it, claim it, pick it up and bag it. Wowzy, whoa. Now, guys, final words you want to say to each other. Let's start with the challenger.
I appreciate all these jokes and all that, but I've been waiting for this for almost 15 years. Make no mistake about it. This is going to be the longest 13 days of my life because you are all I'm going to be thinking about wrestling-wise.
I'm glad you specified the wrestling-wise part because I was...
So I don't want to keep on repeating myself. Just want to say thank you for willing to step up and fight me.
Yeah. Thank you, man, for taking the opportunity to let this be a thing, man. Honestly, there's
I'll respect you before the match. I'll respect you after the match. But when that bell rings, you're gonna be like anybody else I face in that ring. All I'm gonna be thinking about is putting you on that ground. 1, 2, 3.
I'm on top.
Or sit on you and make you tap out.
Sit on me. What is this, customs? I don't do that shit.
It's legal.
It's what?
It's illegal. What Judge Miller Lane say? I'll allow it.
All right, I got a surprise for that. Go ahead. Sit on the couch. See how it feels.
September 8th.
September 8th.
Sunday.
The Lord's Day. Church, GEMWORKFEST. Be there. Woozy. Title on the line.
Did you say this was going to be at Donkey Balls, like you said in the video right there?
Donkey Bongs is actually one of the...
bongs. I thought you said balls.
No, it's Paul's things going on everywhere.
Got it.
Yeah.
What things? Donkey balls.
Yeah. Anyway, it's Donkey Bongs. And also Maserati will be back. Our women's champion will be going up against PJ Laurier. It's about to be off the chain. Get your tickets now. Cam, get us up out of here. I can't
What
handle
does that
this.
mean, off the chain? Is it kind of like someone's like being like, hold on. It's like, I gotta get to it.
Instagram.
And like breaks the chain. It's off the chain. Like, oh my God, it's getting into the Comptonmania
Ladies
show.
and gentlemen, we can't make this shit up. Comptonmania is out of control. Mike Martinez, where are you? This is out of saying this is crazy.
What does it mean?
Get your tickets now.
Comptonmania, a family show.
What the fuck does it mean? Off the chain.
Come.